with part 2 of the Honda MTX restoration. It's been a long time and this video is way overdue. We're going to get cracking on this. I want a surprise in this video, something new that's going to add value to this bike. It'll be my very first intro, so let's roll the intro. So in my last video, I didn't give you a reason why I'm doing this. I mean, it was my very first video actually, and thanks to 3,000 people who watched that video. Thanks very much for those views, and I hope some of you are returning and want to know the story behind it. So this bike over here was my very first bike. I got it when I was 16. I rode some other bikes, but my dad always kept it for me. Got given to one of my dad's employees to ride, to fix a machine, and he used to ride this every day, and then it was quite a big steep uphill and downhill that he had to go. I think second gear broke eventually and third gear broke eventually, and then they stopped using it, and it was literally put in a barn, literally. So when I saw it again after many years, I saw it in this barn. I said, oh, my bike. First video, I think I'll put a little banner up here for you guys to check out my first video and what it looked like before I did a bit of stripping. Yeah, so I got it back and I started working on it, and then I got involved with rally racing, and I did a whole series on my rally bike, building it and then racing it. Another card up here for all of that. My very first bike, and that's why it means so much to me. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, the second video, and I'm very excited to get back into it. And let me show you the surprise. Okay, so just excuse the state of my garage. It's a work in progress. We've been doing some building work and a few things have been left here. But anyway, and I've got a few other projects here that I actually don't want to show you, so I'm going to try and hide them with my body and just show you what I meant to show you. If you want to see those other projects, you better subscribe. Alright, this is okay, so you know that bugger, that's the XT that we are busy building, and that is the KTM rally bike. So and this over here is a donor MTX 50, Honda MTX 50, and it's got I bought an instrument cluster over here. So because if you watch my first video, you'll see it's a little bit broken and stuff, but it's in really poor shape, and I'm really just trying to keep it for the engine, you know, for the engine spares over here. So yeah, I mean, there are lots of little parts that I'd like to use in it, you know, to see if I need them. It's got really good rims, so we'll check the rims out. I think they're better than mine. The suspension, parts of it maybe. Alright, I just don't want to show you this other one yet. It's coming in one of my next videos, another project that I'm going to be working on. And there's another one behind me. Okay, man cave's a little bit neater. Just built myself a little ramp. I've been battling with getting the bikes in and out here. I built this little ramp just to help me get them in and out, and also I can just, it's light. I was using pavers and bricks and little, yeah, all sorts of weird and wonderful things. I got delayed the other day. So we're back onto fixing the MTX, right behind me there. And we're going to get the other one in, going to drop both motors, and then I think we're going to try and see what this tank looks like. If we're going to polish it up, send the engine away. And what? Yeah, okay. Nice rainy day today. Oh. get cracking. Quite a nice tank actually. You can see how they've painted over the old MTX sign. Just as some people. Ah, little radiator. Seems good. Always nice to have a spare. Cable. You know when you can take the spark plug out without a spanner? You know, the guy sold this to me, told me that it ran. It is so hot, even my camera is battling. Because I mean, listen to this thing. Here we go. Oh, it's nice. Oh, heavy little bugger. I don't think it's moved from this position in about 2.5 years. Ever since I started my baby KTM rally bike. So comparing that crap bike over there, that thing, and this beautiful thing, beautiful. It's actually got a wiring harness. It's got a 2-stroke tank. It's got a battery box over here. The accelerator actually is linked up. It had fluid inside, I drained it. It had oil inside, I drained it. It has a speeder cluster. It has some flickers which need some help. This guy knocked in like these little pieces on the end, so you can't even get this out now. So much on this bike that wasn't on that bike, which just tells me that this is a good bike and it's a really parts bike. So much to do, so much to do, so much to do, so much to do. And I definitely want to try and save the patina on this tank. We got it with 2,000 kilometers on. It's now got 17,000 original kilometers on. Does this tank still got any inside? If it does, I'll be impressed. Done that bike, kind of know what to do on this bike. Let's just get it over and done with, get this engine out. I suppose that's what my dream is with this bike. Go to the beach, have a cup of coffee. Let's get this bloody thing running again. If you know what this is, hit me up in the comments. Is this an indicator mod? What is this thing? Just tell me what it is, if you know what it is. Sure, it's an indicator thing. Cool. Okay, so this came with the other bike. Little deal. Oh, looks quite nice. Let's see if it's the same. Obviously I still need a key, but that's definitely in good condition. It's got different mileage, obviously. Hopefully we can just whip out speedometer to keep the speedometer original. Can you see there? Put it aside here and keep this whole thing brand new. Hopefully that's easy enough just to whip that section out over here. Hopefully the actual speedometer is still working. I don't know why they went to 120. This thing hardly can do 120. Down a mine shaft maybe. Sometimes it's nicer to buy second-hand parts than to buy brand new parts, just because it's got the patina and it looks the part. Radiator shroud, so that bugger fits over there on this one, but I don't have the one on the left-hand side, so I'm looking for one of those. You know, see, I don't really want to buy brand new ones. I'd rather keep the original ones, but let's come over here. Okay, it's a little PC fan. There's a cable that runs all the way to the battery. I mean, no wonder this bloody thing had issues, man. Check this switch. It's like he probably found it lying around the farm somewhere. I mean, this would have done nothing for the radiator, really. But now I've got 2 unnecessary holes drilled inside there. I bet you the pump, the water pump doesn't work well. I bet you that's why we needed to put that on, because the water pump doesn't work well. So maybe I must investigate the water pump to be repaired. That's a good call, right? Ho ho ho! Look at that. It's quite a big ding in the radiator there. Probably a stick that went through there. Good to have a spare bike. It's going to be very interesting putting all this stuff back together. So there's like a little wiring loom harness thing here. So this is the instrument cluster in the front. And obviously they connect backwards and forwards between each other. And it's out. Look at that. We're going to do such a good job, yeah. Hopefully everything works on it. So that's another story. Let's see. 12. No, shit, what's going on here? It's over here, 11. What is this? 12. It's like it's a... Sounds all right, yeah. That over there is like, it looks like a stud. With a bolt on the stud, but it looks like one of those ones with like a flared edge, so I don't think that's the right kind of bolt. And then there's just like silicone everywhere here, so I don't know. I've also just noticed the biggest frame repair over here. They've welded some piece of like steel inside here, but I want another frame. I'm definitely keeping this frame. So maybe we can cut that little section out and put it back in and weld it up. I don't know. Or do we just leave this in the way it is? As part of the character of it. Looks like, what do I go myself into here? Cheapest. I don't know. This bike's been abused. My bike. My beautiful bike. Being abused. Jeepers, look at that. You can actually see the bearings inside there. Can you see that? You can actually see the bearings. That's still working. We've got some work to do here. From my point of view, nothing better to do on a Saturday than work on your bike. Other than ride your bike. But for me, I actually prefer working on my bike. So let's crack on. If you're liking this video, subscribe, thumbs up, hit me a message in the comments, ask me something, tell me something. Did you have one of these? I don't know. I've never fixed one of these. Give me some help. The two studs that go into the exhaust manifold toast. A little bit sad about that. Don't know how I'm going to get them out. Asking for trouble if you're a bolt. No fucking way. Look at that. Broken. I mean, it's not possible to get this engine out without taking that off. It's not possible. You have to drill from the back, tap it. What if you just drill it out? I'm gonna have to Google this one, how to take a stud bolt out. Morning. Alright, we're back. And decided that I will not be beaten by these two bolts. But another strategy now. Basically the heads of the bolts are round now. Well, the next method of trying to remove them, which is basically using a chisel and a hammer to try and turn the bolt. So you chisel in, and you tap, and try and turn that bolt. So that's the only thing I can think of at the moment. I'm going to try and get a little sharp chisel and I'm going to tap it out. Alright, I will not be beaten by these two bolts. Maybe it's just mild steel and I can just butcher them off. Bigger hammer. vice grip still. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Ah. Ah. Oh man. Look at that thing, destroyed. 191 to go. Yes! Looks like the whole stud is coming out. You gotta have a look at this. That means someone put a stud inside there. The stud is bent. Means I've still got to get the stud out. 7:45 on a Sunday morning. Did not get beaten. 13-12, 13-12. Some absolute disaster. Look at this on the inlet manifold. The other side of this has broken off over here. It looks like someone just tried to glue it back on. Anyway, let's hopefully the body on that bike is better. I know there's one over there as well. So let's see, maybe we can change the body. This is why you have a spare bike.
It must be boiling in here.
I am boiling in here.
Ice cold beer syrup here.
I wish I did. James, look here. Oh, the engine is out.
Samuel would really like that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Look how small the engine is.
What is that, the engine?
That's the engine. This is all the gearbox. And that's the engine. This is the engine of my bike. Came out. I'm going to send this off to Sean Joffe. And hopefully he's going to go through it and try and resurrect this engine. The reason I'm not going to open it up is because there are issues inside. If it was just a top end, I think I would do it. But because it's actually a gearbox issue, I prefer someone qualified to do it. I think it's going to be the end of this episode. There's too much going on in that thing to get that out. Hope it wasn't boring. If it was, let me know and tell me what you enjoyed about the video, what you didn't. If you're still here, please like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and yeah, you can follow the process of this. My next video will not be so far apart from the first video. Sorry about that. And there were a couple, I've got a couple comments from a few chaps who remind me that I still have this bike. So I'm going to get onto the tank and instrument cluster in my next video, see how that goes, while I'm waiting for this engine and gearbox to come back. Send me a message in the comments below. Tell me if you rode one. Tell me if you like these things. Tell me if I'm wasting my time on a 50. But like I said before, this is my first bike and it means the world to me. The amount of adventures I had on this thing were just insurmountable. It's part of who I am. So anyway, we'll catch you at the next video. More editing. So yeah, stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want to see any of these. Never ran, because it's made in Japan. So, oh, I'm gonna edit that out. We will see.
It's tiny.
It's tiny. see you in the next video.